Hello, nobody that is here. Oh, I woke up late today. What is up? How you doing? Holy what? Most of these aren't built for that. I think this one's built for skinning though. Because you can swap blades out on it. So today's stream's gonna last until about 2:30 Mountain Time. It's gonna be about an hour. Don't have a whole lot of time today, so but it's longer than a few other people's streams. I think today we will be I don't know, I don't have anything to do maintenance on. I already cleaned all my other knives and everything's in good working order. Everything's sharp as far as I can tell. So, don't have a whole lot to do today. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask. I would be more than happy to answer any knife related questions. Okay, this is the only one that isn't sharp. So we'll be sharpening this today. So the reason why we are doing this one is because it has chips in the blade when I bought it. And I got it for $10. It's from the 70s. And I prefer to keep all my knives as sharp as I can. But having deep chips on the tip right here doesn't really help with sharpness. So today we'll be working on getting those out. It's going to be a while. So feel free to stick around, ask any questions that you might be curious about, and I'll answer to the best of my ability. Looks like the previous owner bent the tip, too. That's unfortunate. And for anybody wondering why I'm only sharpening one side, this is chisel ground. The blade only has one sharp edge, or one side that's sharpened, and the other side is just flat. It's supposed to make it easier to sharpen, but the problem is that they put it on the wrong side for right-handed people, so you can't go back towards yourself on this one because it won't let you. Well, it'll let you, but it's not going to do it right. Oh boy, it's going to take forever. That's what you get when you use the wrong stone. Oh, we're almost there. Then we'll deburr it, and then we'll have a sharp knife. It's holding an angle like that really screws with your hand. We're getting there. These chips up here are just about gone. I'll bet you right now this thing's insanely sharp, but it still needs a burr removal. And this is the exact reason I don't like working on damaged blades. It takes a while, and it hurts your hands. And I'm screwing up, so that's not cool. So here's what's going on. I am, as I'm sharpening, I'm pushing down on the handle, and when you push down on the handle, it does an uneven bevel. So right here is being cut into further than up here, which is the exact opposite of what I want to happen. Shows you that I'm not a professional at what I do, so we will work on that. It takes time to learn this stuff. I'd prefer to learn on cheaper knives, but what do? You gotta start somewhere. That's a lot better. I do wonder where the rust on this thing came from. Getting close. There's a huge burr on this thing. Hurts your hands when you do it for a long time. Okay. Do I have a thing for burr removal? I know I do, but do I have it down here? Let's see. Yes, let's stub my toe along the way. Looks like I don't have the burr removal tool down here. So instead, guess we're just going to do this. What the hell's it? The chips are still there, but I can't continue doing that. It hurts a lot on such a small knife. And that's the chips right there. Right here, these little chips. Other than that, it's insanely sharp. Got a little bit of paper stuck to the edge, but overall a decent job. So what is everybody up to this Sunday? Since we're all just sitting here watching me sharpen a knife for some reason. This is the knife, by the way. It is a Victorinox floral knife. It's used for flowers and stuff in the garden. Made in the 70s, as previously stated, for all those new people in here. It's a good knife. I got it for 10 bucks. I think brand new, they're like 40 something. But yeah. I wouldn't carry it though. Not my kind of deal. I think all my other knives are sharp though, so yeah, we gotta find something else to do other than sharpening. I'd love to show you guys some designs that I'm coming up with, but I can't hook my computer up to my stream because I haven't learned how to do that kind of stuff yet. However, on Instagram, I do have quite a few designs sitting there on my page. And let's find those real quick. So here's most of my designs all sitting in one picture. Quite a few. I think we've come up with names for these now, or a few of them anyway. The this one and this one are supposed to directly compete with Buck on their 722 Spitfire. I don't think that they're going to like that, but got to keep things competitive to keep things cheap. I don't like recurve blades or blade shapes when the little curve right here, because it's really hard for me to sharpen those. So I decided to go with a flat blade on all of them so that you don't have that recurve in there. All flat on all of them. And then a couple of traditionals up there with 2 blades. The traditionals are more like a trapper, like this. Design's been around for well over 100 years, so if it's been around that long, I highly doubt that there's anything wrong with it. There's not a whole lot going on. Kind of just did this. I mean, the name of the stream is I'm Bored number 5, because on Sundays I do streams because I'm bored. No big catches there. No big catches there. This one looks dull, but it's not. I think it is on the tip, actually. No? I guess it just looks dull. We can fix that. Now, I'm far from the best at sharpening, but I can get things sharp. It takes practice to get better at something like this, so that's what we're doing today. Downside of practicing with a thumb is it gets dirty. Oh well. That stuff wipes off pretty readily, so there is a burr on this side, so we will swap back over. Then we will swap back over once more. and again. And you continue to do this until when you slide your thumb or something across here, it doesn't feel anything. It just kind of slides right off. And on this side, it slides right off, but this side, it catches. And that catching will swap sides every time that you do this until eventually it just all goes away. And once it all goes away, your knife is sharp. And for some steels, this takes a long time. This one, it took 5 minutes to get it sharp. And then to get that burr off, which is what we're talking about, where your finger catches or something, it took about another 30. So you can get your knife sharp, but if you want it to get that extra little bit that makes it last longer, it's going to take quite a while. Do keep in mind that that other knife is a different type of steel, and different steels take longer or shorter, depending on what materials they are made out of. This right here is a carbon steel. It is extremely simple. Not exactly sure which steel it is. All I know is it didn't take much to get it sharp, and I expect that burr to come off quite easily. The same deal works with kitchen knives. Okay, and then the last step, most people use leather. I don't have a large enough piece of leather to do this. What you do is you grab a piece of leather that's about as long as this, and you do the same thing against the leather. And you go back and forth across the whole thing at a little bit less of an angle that you were sharpening at, because it aligns microscopically on the edge of a knife. There's teeth, and it aligns them into a straight line so that it lasts longer. You don't always need to sharpen a knife. Sometimes you just need to grab a piece of cardboard, put it against a table, and do this. Now, you don't have to push super hard. Do put a little pressure on it. And I'm going to say roughly about 3 times the pressure of you pushing a button on your phone is about enough. Don't feel a burr or anything. It's a very toothy edge. Not my favorite blade shape either. I think this side's sharper. This one has 2 blades. Yeah, that one's sharper. Wonder what the difference between the two is, and why I'm having more trouble with one of them. Who knows? Part of the hobby is eventually you will get cut. Keep some super glue handy. A small bottle of super glue, because super glue, I believe, was invented for cutting or cuts like that. I think it was the U.S. military who came up with that because it's quicker than stitches. So if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me, I guess. If you are bleeding profusely, if you get cut, then super glue isn't going to do it for you. I recommend calling an ambulance. Let's see here. Is this where I want it? Yeah, that's pretty good. Wow, we got 24 people in here. How's everybody doing today? I had like 60 people earlier in here watching me sharpen a knife for 20 minutes. Kind of interesting, but I wouldn't consider it too super interesting. I need to make something to hold this. I bought a Morgan yesterday. This is 3/4 of an ounce of silver, and I plan on carrying that with me for emergencies. I think everybody should have a little bit of silver. I just need to make something to put it in. And I like really, really suck with Leathercraft, so we're gonna try something. You don't get better at things by just sitting there. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. I guess we could go on this side and cut these. That's a lot. Okay, we'll get a sharper knife. Something like something thin and sharp. We'll use this. Okay. There we go. Oh no, I'm damaging the leather. I wonder what's going on with that. There we go. So there's one piece. I don't know which piece I want to use yet, but I do want to make a flat piece of leather out of this, so that's what we'll be doing right now. This was a scabbard or whatever that I bought. It was originally meant to carry a revolver, but I don't have that revolver. So I bought it to use for Leathercraft because it's cheap. It was like $5. There we go. Let's see. We don't need... I'm going to go ahead and throw all this paper away because it's getting in the way. There we go. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any of the tools for Leatherwork, so I'm probably going to use super glue or something stupid like that. That ain't going to work very well. But we'll see. I'm going to remove this nylon stuff because I don't need that. Let's start up here. This is another one of those things that I keep putting off because I know I'm not going to do very good at it, but you got to start somewhere. Kind of like YouTube. If any of you guys are thinking about making a YouTube channel and you keep putting it off because you think you're going to be bad at it, just do it. Upload a video, make a short or something. It might not get as much traction as you hope, but consistency is how you get here. I'm sitting at, last time I checked, 585 subscribers. That took, let's see, I've been doing this a while. January 15th, 2023 is when the channel started. My first upload was in February of 2023. And speaking of uploads, this was the first knife that I ever made a video on. And it annoyed the hell out of me because I was cutting cardboard and the edge folded over. So I made a rant video on that. And I knew I wanted to make a knife channel. That's the whole reason I started the channel, or the whole reason why I made the channel. I just didn't know when I was going to start. I kept putting it off. Yeah, let's not get cut today. And eventually, this knife pissed me off enough to just make a video on it, ranting about it for about a minute. And I got, I didn't look at the upload for a while. And like 3 weeks later, I looked and it had 1,400 views, and I decided, I'm not going to put this off anymore. And here I am. That first video got me 4 subscribers. And I wish I knew who that first one was, but I don't. I know who my first commenter was, but I told them to send me an email, and I'll send them something, and they never sent me an email, so what do you do? There we go. So yeah, if anybody has any questions about YouTube or anything, or any questions about knives, I'd be happy to answer them. But if you keep on second guessing yourself forever, you're never going to start. I do want to give a fair warning. YouTube isn't the easiest thing to do. And I know it seems pretty easy. All you got to do is upload a video every once in a while. And although that's true, coming up with new content once, twice, 3 times a week isn't easy. Something new to talk about, or yeah, it's not as simple as it might seem. There we go. All that nylon is off now. So now we just have a bunch of leather. Now, I don't know what the hell I'm doing with this, but we're going to go ahead and measure out the coin. I think that's enough space. Ooh, boy, I'm not enjoying this. I have no clue what I'm doing. Go ahead and put it on the cutting board. Grab a pen. You know what? I'll bet you I know exactly what's going on. I'll bet you that the comments are frozen on the stream. Watch me open the stream and nobody's talking. Yeah, people... Okay, so my stream chat froze. That's not helpful. So, how you guys doing? I guess I've been sitting here talking to nobody because I didn't know that people were talking to me. I'm stuck here on Ethereal is Goat saying don't stab me. Oh, I hate it when that happens. So I'm making a little sheath for this Morgan to carry it around daily because it doesn't hurt to have a little bit of silver on you, just in case. Okay, so Gabo's here. Josh was here. Ziggy was here. Oh, and I'm sitting here thinking nobody's talking. That's one of those things that YouTube really needs to get fixed. It's not a big problem, but it is kind of annoying when I'm sitting here wanting people to talk to and nobody, or I can't see that anybody's talking to me. So let's see. This right here with a fold like this. Yep, that is exactly what I'm doing. A custom coin pouch. Oh boy, is this going to be fun. So I think I have to cut right here. 45-second right now. I don't know what that means. So how's you been, Full Fire? What did you get this time? Because I'm assuming you've got a new knife. I'm going to cut a little bit extra just in case. Well, I've got to fold this whole thing just to get the measurement right. So yeah, right about there. I hope. A Magna Cut Osborne, huh? How much did you pay for that? Because those are pretty expensive. And is the small Sabenza new, or is that okay? Feel free to try and find me, I guess. I really don't care. Oh, we're getting places. That's not bad for what you're getting anyway. That's a terrible price for a knife overall, but for what you got, I mean, it's a good deal. You know, for as much as I hate on this knife, it is sharp. Okay. Okay, so I did cut off more than I needed. That's okay. So where'd you get the discount from? Out of curiosity. It's out of my budget anyway, so Benchmades are just out of my budget in general. This is one of those times where a Marlin spike would be really nice. Here we go. Well, I hope that problem doesn't come back because the Loctite, I really don't like using Loctite on my knives. I mean, how often did it back out? Because I tend to go as long as I can without Loctiting them. I'll close them back up and tighten them as often as needed just to avoid sticking Loctite on it. I do not. I know that it's a nice knife though. Um, Probably one of those knives that I would recommend if I had one. Oh, okay, well that's not too bad. I've had knives where they'll back out about a turn every day. I don't remember what knife that was though, but it backed out often. Oh, if only I knew what I was doing. Um, I have, but it wasn't heat treated or anything. It just grabbed a piece of mild steel and smacked it with a hammer a bunch until I made a knife. I used to make miniature knives out of nails too. I don't think I have any of those left. A bunch of people would buy those too. Oh, I need something smaller than this. So I think I'm going to reach out to QSP. I want to see if they'd be willing to do one of my knife designs. Mad Yako came up with a great name for one of my designs, and the name just seems like something that QSP would make. I'll show you guys what the design looks like. It's on my Instagram page because I share all my designs on there. I just don't share all the dimensions of them because if I shared the dimensions, then people could copy it. So I don't do that. I'll show you guys in a minute. I prefer to finish this before anything else. It's 2:21 already. Holy crap. I guess I'll show you guys that now because I wanted to end the stream at about 2:30, but that ain't gonna happen. And you make knives with nails by smacking the nails with a hammer. And they just look cool. They're not really worth anything or not useful or anything. So let's see here. This is the knife that we are talking about right here. Should be a pretty strong knife considering the well, the scales were supposed to be titanium, but you can make them out of steel and it would still work out just fine. I don't see how there would be any problems with it. And my YouTube froze. Great. Well, let's open YouTube again and get my stream back up. And just for everybody to know, there is a re-entry video because the last giveaway that I did was won by somebody who is based in Mexico. And I can't ship to Mexico, so we are redoing the 500 subscriber giveaway. I hope it works out well because I kind of just want to get it done and over with. And I know somebody's going to enjoy the knives that I'm giving away. Oh, there we go. That worked great right there. Okay. So I'll go ahead and post the link to the video. It's my most recent video. It came out today. We're going to go ahead and copy link. Just watch the whole video, please, because it makes things easier. Hey, Mad Yako, we were just talking about the designs I was telling you about last night. And that would be the link to the giveaway video, because we are redoing the giveaway. The person who won was based in Mexico, and I can't ship out there, so we're redoing it. It's a 2-minute and 30-second video. You might as well just go watch it and come back or something. One of the few times I've actually done editing on a video too, so you can see what my terrible editing skills look like. I need contact cement, that's what I need. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, now we're done with this. I think it's a decent giveaway. I mean, for a first giveaway and somebody as broke as I am, I think it's a pretty good deal. Okay, so now what? For anybody curious, I have no clue what I'm doing here. With I'm making a leather pouch to carry some silver on me daily, and I have no clue how to do this. So, because Leathercraft isn't my thing, knives are my thing. Oh, I'm gonna bend this thing if I do that. I already know it. Oh, how you doing, Knives Your Life? Or maybe I make it like this. Just have it open at the top. I am doing all right. I think doing it like this would work great. Maybe more like that. So it's easy to grab. And have it closed or something. I don't know. No clue what I'm doing. Um, I don't know. I think it's all right. I I think it looks okay. I think right there would work. I just need to I know how to sew. So let's get some sewing stuff, I guess, and see if I can do this. I think there's some extra thread too. So, is there some sort of special thread I need for this, or if I don't need special thread or anything for this, then I've got stuff. Wow, this version of YouTube was definitely not designed for smaller phones. But yeah, is there some sort of special thread or something I need for this, or can I just go with a regular thread? Yep, don't have any of that, so let's see. Because I don't think that this stuff is going to hold up quite well. Yeah, this is not thick. It's for a regular needle. Hmm. If I had contact cement, this would be way easier. You know, this stuff isn't all that much thinner than the stuff that was already used on it. It honestly looks about the same. Well, I've probably got like 200 yards of it, so I think I can use as much as I need. Let's see, is anybody coming home soon? Nope, doesn't look like it. Go ahead and fix this. Okay. Throw away all the spare stuff that I don't need right now, and then we'll get started, I guess. Wonder what I'll do with this. I don't wear a belt, so I don't have much of a use for it. I was gonna ask if super glue would work well with this, but I don't have any of that either, so I am just SOL. How do I do this? Because I really don't want to use a regular needle to go through this. Or just go through existing holes. That's one way of doing it. Alright guys, black or white? We're going to try this out. Yeah, I think these are the same stuff, so one person saying white, two people saying white. If we get a third person to say white, we'll go with white. There we go, 3 people. First try, baby. So I'm assuming that you can't do regular sewing with this. Because I've seen people do stuff with leather before and they don't do regular sewing. I guess we'll start off with regular sewing, I guess, and see how it goes. Woohoo! Yeah, these are pre-used holes. They're holes that the leather came with, so I don't really want to stab myself today, but there we go. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I'm sure some people can see how I screwed up already. There we go. It kind of looks like this might just work out. There we go, right through the other hole. I just hope that the thread's strong enough to hold it. There we go. How you doing, 1977? I was starting to think that my chat froze again. So, as per usual, my Sunday stream today will end very abruptly. So, be expecting that when it does. Out of nowhere, I'll say something like, okay, everybody else is home and I need to go. So, just expect that to happen. There we go. So, how am I supposed to finish this off? Hmm. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. So, the whole thought that I would have any clue what a double back deal was is flattering. I have no clue what the hell I'm doing. I think I'm going to go, well, maybe this is what you were talking about. Go back through. Yep, nope. See, the problem is it's holding like that, and there's too much tension on this to hold it properly. Along with the fact that I know that this thread's too thin. So let's stick something heavy on it. And of course, I don't have anything heavy nearby, but that looks fine. I've got an idea. I'm going to stick it under the chair I'm sitting on. And I think that should be more than enough. So we will go with that. And I know for a fact people are going to be making fun of me for this. Because I have zero clue what I am doing. Oh, but then it's going to leave us a mark on that that's permanent. I don't have any clamps either. Guess I'll just sit here with some weight on it. How did I get 12 likes? I've been sitting here doing nothing. Well, I guess this is something, but I didn't think anybody would find this very enjoyable. I'll bet you it has something to do with people watching me struggle. Maybe. Ooh, there's an idea. So I've got to find a way to go in through this one right here and then out through this one on the corner right there without bending the needle. Please. Oh yeah, nope, that ain't gonna work. Then I guess I'm gonna go back through the previous hole and double back all the way down. Or something like that. I just can't make it easy, can I? I think I'm gonna try that. It doesn't look good though. And I can already see some of this stuff is under some extreme stress and tearing, so it's not gonna work, I don't think. Right here is super thin, and it's already torn quite a few of the strands, so we'll see how it looks, but I don't think it's gonna work out. Oh, I have to be able to see what I'm doing. And under the camera, I can't see crap. Oh, I wish I could do this under the camera. I can't see crap under here. Yep, we'll see you later, 1977. Have a good one. This is definitely one of the more boring streams I've done. Hash brown, that's a good name too. Do I need to grab? I guess I need my Leatherman. Great. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, this is not working the way I want it to. There we go. It depends on if you commented, because a lot of people join my streams. Yeah, a lot of people ask about butterfly knives too, though. I probably get that at least 3 times every stream, and I stream every Sunday, so. I'm making a little pouch for a silver coin that I want to carry for emergencies. And I figured that I might as well do it on stream because I have nothing better to do today. Get me more people to watch, and yeah. Believe it or not, you're not the only person who's talking about a homemade sword either. You're probably like one of 12. Yeah, so if I ever need money, silver is a pretty good way of holding it. At least right now, anyway. So if I ever need like gas or something, I can go to a pawn shop or just sell it to a person on the street for a spot price, and yeah, Then I have a little bit of money to do whatever I need to do with. And then I can go back and buy more silver somewhere else. Yes, hash brown is definitely unique. I don't remember that though. I probably said that it was a good name though. Yes, silver retains similar value to gold, except for it's like way, way less. But it holds its value quite well. There we go. Heck yeah. So the leather case I'm using because if you just let the silver sit around in your pocket, it damages it because silver is soft. So if you sit it there in a case or a pouch or something, it will just sit there instead of constantly rolling around in your pocket all the time. And being me, I have knives, keys, a phone, anything to protect the silver's value is worth doing. And I've never really carried silver on me before, but it's more malleable than steel. There might be. It's a little late for that now, though. And it's kind of thick leather. It's not the easily bent stuff, so but yeah, if anybody's curious what I'm doing, so am I. Because I don't even know if this is going to work out. So the coin that we're sticking in here is right here. And it's going to sit in there like that. Then it's got a little flap to sit over it. If I decide I want to do that, I don't know. And do I have an awl on this thing? I think these come with an awl. I guess not. It'll stay in place. The the little leather thing that I'm making right now is small. It'll just sit there like this. Anyway, we're gonna wrap this thing around a few more times and then I think we're gonna try burning the excess, because I think I've seen people do that before. Well, I guess that's as far as I can go. I might also just buy a plastic case to put that in instead, but I thought this was a kind of cool project, so that's what we're doing. Gonna go ahead and cut that. There we go. No clue if that's going to hold or not. Nah, no point. Guess I need to cut it right up there. There we go. Now we will put the other side back on. And wrap the other side a few times or something. We'll see you later. Have a good one. I live in the state of potatoes. I think that's all I can do on this one. Go ahead and cut it and burn it off and see where we go from here. Okay. Now, do I have an awl? don't on this one. Might just leave it right there the way it is for now. Kind of want to do something else. Hooray for ADHD and stuff like that. Or I can't sit there and focus on one thing. We'll finish the rest of that in one of the next streams or something. It's one of those things I can't stay focused on, so I'm not even going to try. So I think in about 10 minutes I'm going to end the stream. Or we'll go with 15 so it's an even 2 hours. And then, because I'd like to eat today at some point. God, it's been a long day already. We'll continue to pull all the thread out of this because I'm bored, so... You know, some people make some really nice stuff out of leather. One of these days, I'm sure I'll learn how. Oh, those ones I can pull out too. Anyway, for the 8 people that are in here, 7 or 8 people that are in here, I do have a giveaway going on next Saturday. It's live participation only. All you got to do is go on to my most recent video that I posted today, and it will have been posted at about an hour and a half ago. Go watch the video. It's like 2 minutes and 30 seconds long. That's it. It'll tell you how to enter and everything, and it'll tell you what you get the chance of winning. It is for the continental United States only, so please keep that in mind. The last person that won was from Mexico and I can't ship out there, so go check that stuff out. How many subscribers are we at now? 592. Dang. I think I'm going to push this giveaway harder than last time because there was a 1 in 17 chance that you could win or something. And maybe that's a little too fair. It got like 100 views. The entry video on that thing got like 100 views. And 60% of the people that watched it were from the US. And 18 people entered total. So there was a 1 in 18 chance that somebody was going to win. Let's see. Oh boy. Looks like I gotta cut that or just pull. Yeah, there we go. I might as well get back to sharpening that one knife. For some reason, people enjoyed watching me sharpen a knife today, so we're going to do that until the stream ends, and I'll continue talking about the giveaway. I'll have the giveaway knife right here. That is what you have a chance of winning. They go for about 17 bucks. And then there's a second knife that you put together yourself that is also for the giveaway. I know I screwed this thing up. Guess we'll work on something else that... I don't know. I don't even know what to do anymore. I'm bored. Sucks when you don't have anybody to talk to, from what I can tell anyway, but it would help if... Thank you. Yeah, it would help if the comments on my stream weren't frozen. And I have to have this secondary thing sitting here off to the side saying what everybody's saying for me. So that's not great. But What do you do? Is this thing still sharp? It could be sharper. Guess we'll work on this one. And for those of you who stopped doom scrolling to watch me, I do appreciate you sitting around. There is a giveaway going on next Saturday for people in the continental United States. What I mean by that is the lower 48. I can't ship to Hawaii and I can't ship to Alaska. I use most of my stuff. I don't always carry, well, I can't carry multiple. I carry, let's see, 3 blades almost every day. One of my main knives that I carry has a problem now, so I'm going to be sending it into the company that makes it, and they'll be helping me out. Anyway, to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is, I'm going to post the link again, but you just go into my videos, the most recent videos, the entry video, watch it, and do whatever it tells you to do. It's super quick. It's a 2-minute and 37-second video. Really easy to enter. So we're gonna go ahead and pin that. And I guess I have to keep this phone turned on because I can't see people's comments. But yep, continental United States only, 18 plus to enter. Be subscribed, live participation on next Saturday's stream. If you aren't there and you win, then I'll be giving it to somebody else. You have 5 minutes before I decide that I'm going to give it to somebody else. That video will tell you how to enter. It's also one of my first times editing a video, so make fun of that in the comments too. If anybody starts trash talking you, tell them that I said to make fun of that in the comments because it is kind of funny. Now let's check. That's not good. It's cutting like this. So which side's uneven? It is a Civivi Baby Banter. It's actually one of my favorite feeling knives. It's nice and comfortable. Just a reminder to everybody that my hands fit medium-sized gloves. Just because it's comfortable for me doesn't mean it will be for you. There are also different sizes of this knife for different prices. So do with that info what you will. And yes, it is very hard to go wrong with one of these things. Fixed blades aren't quite my thing. Civivi does have good quality products, so I would hope that their fixed blades are as good as their folding knives. Anywho, right now we are just taking off the burr, and then I will end the stream after that because I really want to eat today at some point. I don't think eating on stream is appropriate. For anybody that's been here for a bit, I know I've brought it up a few times. There are new people every once in a while. There is a live participation giveaway going on next Saturday. To enter, please go into my most recent video. It is called probably something about 500 subscriber giveaway. It will tell you how to enter. It will also tell you all the requirements. So please follow those requirements. The last person that won was based in Mexico, and I can't ship out to Mexico. I can only ship in the continental United States. I am not cooking. I've got leftovers from last night, so and it's just pizza. Nothing special. And for anybody curious, the burr has pretty much come off already. I'm just sitting here practicing. The burr removal is probably one of the hardest parts for me. So practicing this is a good thing to do. We will then strop it with a piece of cardboard once I'm done, because I can't afford a leather strop, but I do have cardboard. One of my buddies makes fun of me for using cardboard, but if it didn't work, I wouldn't use it. So there we go. The whole burr is gone. Heck yeah, there we go. I think that's probably about the sharpest I've ever gotten a knife, other than this one. This one is insanely sharp. I mean, it was last time I checked. It's a thick blade too, to be that sharp. And for anybody curious, I'm cutting up my my script for my last two videos. Yeah, this one has some problems. We'll touch this one up and then I'm gonna head out. Hoping this comes off soon. And for anybody wondering, I don't put a whole lot of pressure on it when I'm doing the burr removal. I do the weight of my hand, almost. And the burr comes off nice and easy. From Idaho. Now, what I'm doing right now is finishing the burr removal because it's taking too long. And all I do for this is the weight of the blade, and that is it. You don't need any extra weight or anything, just the weight of the blade. That's how you get that sticky, sharp edge right there. Yeah, I'm on this side now. think I'm about done now. So we're going to double check. There is still a burr. Okay, I'm done. Cardboard. Go. Okay. Dang. There's something wrong there. I'll figure that out eventually. It's an old knife. That's how they are sometimes. Anyway, guys, think I'm about done. Pretty burnt out this week. Had a lot of stuff going on. See you in the next video or the next stream, and hopefully you have a good one. Later, guys.